At the beginning of the year 2020, when the world was still whispering uncertainly about the COVID-19, a volcano erupted in a town very close to us. The aftermath meant that we were all scurrying for the N95 grade masks to be able to get around since the ash had been deposited all around us. It was less than 2 months after when the official COVID-19 alarm was raised and travel was halted. Friends and family full of worry sent messages and calls to find out if all was well with us, if we were doing okay. During the early days of Jesus' ministry here on earth, he addressed anxiety, worry, and fear. There are many reasons for worry and to be afraid or anxious. Perhaps it's loss of employment, loss of a loved one, travel restrictions, change in government policies, social unrest, international pandemics, crises. All of these encompass what it means to be worried. They fill us with dread. Sometimes even people can be the cause of our fear and anxiety. Jesus taught that there are no benefits of worrying at all. Instead, we should spend some time looking and observing, watching the lilies of the field and even the birds. Jesus says, the birds, they do not sow or reap, and yet God takes care of each one of them. He even spoke of the value that God has over our lives. He knows the very number of hairs on our heads. Have you ever tried to count how many hairs you have? Or even try to count the ones in your eyelashes? Jesus says that each and every one of them is numbered. This kind of meticulous attention to detail for just one person paints the picture of a very personal and caring God. I would dare to stretch this a little further to state that he even notices the hairs that turn gray because of stress or worry or even just age, and he notices the hair that falls out for various reasons. But he reminds us to watch the handless creatures that cannot create wealth, nor can they store up in their barns like the birds. Their nests are just small enough to fit their young and themselves, and they carry food only enough for the day's supply. What a thought-provoking idea. We worry about tomorrow, next week, next month, sometimes even the very next hour. And here is Jesus saying, God knows your every need and he will meet your need. It's not easy to trust and it's not easy to let go. As people, it feels that we need to have everything in place and that we can do it all alone. But again, here is Jesus breaking those boundaries. He's saying, I know that anxiety steals away your joy and it even makes God seem far. But he does care and he is in control if you just let him be. As you work and do your honest labor for the day, remember that God is already working on tomorrow. Trust him. All the birds of the air do, so can you. This is Rene Mawakamba for Breakthrough Today.